appreciate your understanding. This is Suya Agmofobo welcoming you to the live broadcast of the AM News. The Federal High Court in Abuja has dismissed a suit instituted against President Bola Tinubu challenging the March 18, 2025 emergency rule declaration in Rivers State. Justice James Omotosho, while delivering judgment in the suit filed by Balema Briggs and 4 others against the declaration, held that 5 plaintiffs lacked the legal power to institute the case. Vice President Kashif Shettima has returned to Abuja after representing President Bola Tinubu at the 80th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York and concluding strategic engagements in Germany. During the week-long international engagement, the Vice President delivered President Tinubu's national statement calling for comprehensive United Nations reforms. Access to sanitary products remains a challenge for many girls in Nigeria, often forcing them to miss school during their periods. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, is stepping in with a bold initiative to end what she calls period poverty. The nationwide program, tagged Flow with Confidence, was launched simultaneously in Imo, Borno, Cross River, Ekiti, Enugu, Gombe, Taraba, and Lagos states. Our correspondent, Samarachi Ibe, will bring us those details later. The Benue State government has announced commencement of more infrastructural projects in the coming days, including an underpass in Otupo. Governor Hassan Thalia stated this at the government house during his state broadcast to Benue people on the occasion of Nigeria's 65th independence anniversary. Benue State correspondent Felicity Ndere tells us more.
It is the 65th celebration of Nigerians' independence as a nation since 1960. In Benue State, Governor Hyacinth Alia describes the day as both a celebration and a solemn moment of reflection, urging citizens to draw inspiration from the sacrifices of Nigerians' founding fathers and fallen heroes who defended the nation's sovereignty. The governor reaffirmed his administration's determination to sustain reforms, deepen infrastructural renewal, and expand economic opportunities for the people of Benue State as the nation clocks 65 years of independence.
We know the journey is not over yet. Our future calls for more, and we are ready. We are advancing industrialization, driving digital transformation, empowering our youth and women, and ensuring that every community, no matter how remote, feels the touch of governance.
As part of activities for the celebration, the governor hosted families of recently slain officers in the line of duty in Katsina Ala local government area.
We have embarked on security reforms to guarantee peace and protect our communities and allow our people to live and farm without fear. Our uniformed men are making sacrifices. Huge success is being recorded. With courage, intelligence, and collaboration, we will restore peace to every inch of our land.
With promises of fresh infrastructural drive and renewed hope for security and development, Governor Alia says his administration is committed to building a stronger and more prosperous Benue.
In its ongoing fight against banditry and other criminal activities, Zamfara State Police Command has arrested notorious armed bandit Muhammadu Dankani, popularly known as Aki, from Kuraje in Bangudu local government area. Mukhtar Qasim has details.
The Commissioner of Police in the state, Ibrahim Mekaba, while briefing newsmen in Gusau, Zamfara State's capital, said 6 other suspected bandits were also apprehended, while 5 kidnapped victims were rescued during the recent operations across the state. According to Mekaba, the 57-year-old suspect was arrested for his alleged involvement in multiple abductions, including incidents along the Tsafe-Funtua highway and Yendoto community.
The same anti-kidnapping unit arrested Muhammadu Ankani, a 57-year-old man, popularly known as Aki, from Kuraji in Bungudu local government area. He was apprehended in Funtua, Katsina State, following a credible intelligence linking him to numerous kidnapping cases across the state. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to have been part of the kidnapping gang terrorizing Safe, Endoto, and Yangwarin Daji. He further admitted to being an active member of Kachala Rongogo gang.
The commissioner further disclosed that arms and ammunition were intercepted while being transported to bandit hideouts in Gurusu village.
Recovery of 4 AK-47 rifles, 228 rounds of live ammunition, and 4 magazines along Gumi Sokoto Road. On 15 September 2025, the anti-kidnapping unit of the command, while on routine patrol,
tracked down other fleeing accomplices. Mukhtar Kasib, reporting for Global Television News.
Well, thank you so very much, Mukhtar. Nigeria's electoral reforms remain in focus as the European Union Election Observation Mission visits the Independent National Electoral Commission in Abuja. At the meeting, the Commission's chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, assured that work is underway with the National Assembly to strengthen the country's electoral laws. National Assembly correspondent Topsy Gimba brings us details.
For nearly a decade, the European Union has been a steady partner in monitoring Nigeria's elections and recommending reforms to deepen democracy. Once again, its election observation mission delegation met with INEC chairman Professor Mahmoud Yakubu in Abuja to review progress made on past recommendations. Professor Yakubu revealed that of the 15 recommendations earlier presented by the EU team, 8 directly concern INEC. He explained that one has already been implemented while discussions with the National Assembly are ongoing to amend electoral laws in line with international standards. The INEC boss assured the chief observer, Parry Andrews, that the Commission is committed to reform that will guarantee credible polls in the future.
This is the 3rd time that the present Commission is receiving such a mission. I recall that in 2017, we received Mr. Santiago Fisas, who led the EU Election Observation Mission to Nigeria's 2015 general election. Similarly, in 2022, we hosted Maria Arena, who led the EU Election Observation Mission to Nigeria in 2019. Today, we are glad to receive Mr. Barry Andrews, who led the EU mission to the 2023 general election.
Earlier, Chief Observer, European Union Election Observation Mission, Parry Andrews said the team is in Nigeria to assess how well its previous recommendations have been implemented. He noted that the EU remains committed to supporting credible, transparent and inclusive elections in Nigeria.
And we were very much delighted to take up the invitation for the 2023 general election, having done so at every general election since 1999. So we're really delighted to have taken up that invitation. So now we are following up, which is the traditional pattern for election observation. And we are here for the last, I'm only here since this morning, but my team have been deployed here for the last 3 weeks and will remain for a further week as part of this electoral observation mission.
The visit by the European Union Election Observation Mission underscored global interest in Nigeria's democracy, with expectations now high on INEC and the National Assembly to deliver reforms that will strengthen future elections, particularly as the nation prepares for 2027. Topsy Gimba, reporting for Global Television News.
You're watching the Global TV AM News. When the rest of the broadcast returns, Global Television Partners Sports Writers Association of Nigeria. We have those details coming shortly, plus foreign and business stories for you. On the other side of this break, please do stay with us. Thank you for staying with us, everyone. The rest of the AM News broadcast now returns with business. President Bola Tinubu will next week commission the newly completed Otatbo onshore crude oil export terminal in Rivers State. In a statement issued by Green Energy International, Executive Director of Legal and Corporate Services, Olusegun Ilori, said the completion of the Otakbo terminal aligns with President Tinubu's agenda to ramp up national crude oil production. The new terminal, which has an initial storage capacity of 750,000 barrels, expandable to 3 million barrels, and a loading capacity of 360,000 barrels per day, is also expected to contribute to lowering production costs across the sector. Still in the energy sector, Renaissance Africa Energy Company Limited has called on Nigeria and other African countries to repurpose depleted oil reservoirs as part of efforts to drive decarbonization and energy transition across the continent. Speaking at the Africa Energy Week in Cape Town, Chairman of the Board of Directors at Renaissance, Dr. Lai Fatona, said Africa must take full ownership of its hydrocarbon resources and use them to empower industrialization and sustainable development. Fatona argued that Africa must move beyond resource extraction and adopt a more transformative approach, making mature basins like the Niger Delta, Seter and Lower Congo Central to a cleaner and more secure energy future. In the face of evolving global and domestic security threats, the Nigerian Navy says it is determined to harness emerging technologies to boost its operational effectiveness and strengthen the nation's maritime security. Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala made this known at a seminar themed utilizing emerging technology for enhanced operational effectiveness held in Abuja. Aniete Patrick has details.
Chief of Naval Staff Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, who was represented by the Chief of Communication and Information Technology, Rear Admiral Hamza Koje, noted that with maritime threats ranging from piracy and illegal bunkering to smuggling and sea robbery, there is need for the service to stay ahead of adversaries who are increasingly using modern technologies such as unmanned platforms, encrypted communications, and advanced navigation systems. The Chief of Naval Staff maintained that superiority at the sea will no longer be won by numbers alone, but by intelligence, innovation, and technological sophistication.
As we leverage emerging technologies to enhance our operational effectiveness, we must also align these advancements with the welfare of our personnel, ensuring that they are not only well equipped but also adequately supported to meet the demands of the 21st century naval operations.
From artificial intelligence and big data analytics to satellite surveillance systems and cyber warfare capabilities, the seminar underscored the need for Nigeria to become not just a consumer, but a creator of technology. The guest lecturer, Air Vice Marshal Osichinaka Ubadike, stressed the importance of local research and development, calling for indigenous production of mission-critical equipment such as radars, drones, and navigation systems.
I'm very proud to say that the integration of UAV into Nigerian Navy doctrine is no more something of the future, but a strategic imperative towards securing our maritime domain and projecting naval power with agility, efficiency, and precision.
As the Nigerian Navy charts its course towards a more technologically empowered future, stakeholders say the seminar must go beyond discussions, serving as a compass for innovation, self-reliance, and enhanced maritime dominance. Aniete Patrick, reporting for Global TV.
Thank you, Aniete. Let's turn to the foreign scene now, where Interior Ministry says more than 400 people have been arrested and nearly 300 injured during protests in Morocco demanding reforms in public health and education sectors. Unauthorized demonstrations were held for the fourth consecutive day at the call of the Gen Z Chuwanche group, recently formed Discord-based collective whose organizers remain unknown. Ministry spokesman Richard El Khalifa said the clashes involved protesters using knives, Molotov cocktails, and stones. Belgian Prime Minister Bart de Wever has demanded guarantees from European Union leaders that they would share the risk on the plan to use Russian frozen assets to fund a 140 billion euro loan for Ukraine. The 27-nation bloc has frozen some 200 billion euros in Russian central bank assets, with the vast majority held by International Deposit Organization, Euroclear, in Belgium. In a bid to find a resolution, the European Commission has proposed a complex scheme to unlock some 140 billion euros that he says would not touch sovereign Russian assets. Under the plan, discussed briefly by leaders this week, the EU would borrow funds from Euroclear that have matured into cash. De Wever said the head of Euroclear already lives under close protection, stating that the proposed move is of a risky nature.
I already hear from Moscow, if you touch my money, you will feel the consequences until eternity. That's a long time, eternity. I think also this is Russian for we might send you to eternity.
Proponents say doing more to tap into Russia's assets is needed to help Ukraine plug budget shortfalls, and that Moscow, not European taxpayers, should ultimately foot the bill. Uyi Agbomofwegbe, reporting for Global TV News. Now time to get some excitement from the world of sports. In the spirit of Nigeria's independence celebration, football pitch has come alive as T-Pumpy FC takes on Rivado FC in a thrilling novelty encounter designed not just to entertain but to unite. Sports correspondent Samuel Udi reports.
The Novelet March is more than just sport. It's a symbol of national pride, unity, and unbreakable Nigerian spirit. Chief organizer of the Independence March, Akintayo Aderagbe, says the Novelet March goes beyond the goals as the march ended on a goalless draw, describing it as a celebration of our diversity and togetherness.
I'm telling our youth, and I'm trying to preach to our youth that it's not that you are from hood, that will not deter you from being a great man you need to be in life. That is why you are saying, I'm letting them know that is why I bring the stars to them to see that wherever they are, they can make anything happen. And Nigeria will surely be great. And this our country is ours, and it surely be great, better than this.
At the event, with special appearances from two Nigerian football legends, Nwankwo Kanu and Obafemi Martins, who tracked up both teams to thunderous applauses, their presence served as a reminder of the golden era of Nigerian football and the inspiration that they continue to provide for young talents across the country.
You have to have big heart like him and to give back and to make sure that others will feel it. And as you said, this is not London, this is Lugbe, and we have to be anywhere that good thing is going, we are there.
Obafemi Martins, who played for T-Pumping, added that the match showcased Nigerians' unity and resilience.
Because this is about Nigerians, this is about the youth, this is about, sport lovers as well. So there's no way I can hesitate that not to show up for him, because, he's doing a great job, for Nigeria.
The Novelet Independence March will be remembered not just for the goals scored, but for the spirit of unity and patriotism it represents. Samuel Odi for Global Television News.
Sports correspondent Samuel Odi, we appreciate you. The local organizing committee of the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria, SWAN, has paid a courtesy visit to Global TV in Abuja as part of activities marking the association's 60th anniversary celebrations. Again, here are details by Samuel Odi.
The delegation, led by members of the local organizing committee, was warmly received by the general manager and acting manager director of Global TV, Aisha Lawi Musa, who described the visit as timely and strategic. The acting managing director commended the Sports Writers Association of Nigeria for its consistent role in promoting sports development across the country for over the last 6 decades. She noted that Global TV remains committed to fostering collaboration that will project sports journalism and enhance public interest in Nigerian sport.
For the publicity I want to assure you that you have come to the right place. I will make sure that everything is covered and will air it.
On their part, the local organizing committee members expressed gratitude to Global TV management for warm reception and pledged to work closely with the station to ensure that the milestone anniversary becomes a reference point for sports reporting.
And it's a good thing that within a very short time, the station is already making, some impact, which shows that the future, the next 5 years, 10 years, for instance, is so much promising for the outfield.
The 60th anniversary of Sport Writers Association of Nigeria, scheduled for 30th to 31st October 2025, is going to feature a series of activities, including lectures, awards, and sport events, with stakeholders across the country set to participate. Samuel Odi for Global Television News.
Nigeria has once again stamped its authority on the global sporting stage. Lagos State came alive as world-class boxing and entertainment converged at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena for the historic Chaos in the Ring fight night. Anita Patrick has more.
It was an electrifying evening that attracted boxing stakeholders, enthusiasts, and global stars to Lagos as Nigeria showcased its growing status as a hub for international sports entertainment. The highlight of the night came from the explosive contest between American cruiserweight Brandon Glatton and 2012 Olympic boxer Marcus Brownie. Fans roared as Glatton unleashed raw power, knocking out Brownie in round 6 in one of the fiercest battles of the evening. Also on the card, Nigerian-born British boxer and European champion Dan Aziz made an emotional return to fight on home soil for the very first time, and he did not disappoint thrilling fans with a resounding victory over Suleiman Adeosu by technical knockout in round 4. For the National Sports Commission, the night was more than just about the boxing. Among the high-profile guests were Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, ministers, sport administrators, football legend Victor Ikpeba, and media icon Chief Dele Mahmood. The entertainment card added glamour as stars like D'banj and Naira Marley thrilled the audience with performances that blended seamlessly with the night's boxing spectacle. Anieti Patrick reporting for Global TV.
Anita Patrick, they're wrapping up the AM news for us today. Thank you so very much for watching. Just a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. We encourage you to engage and subscribe across all our social media platforms using @GlobalTVNG as well as other handles as you can now see on your screen. I'm Agumofugbe saying we appreciate your time with us on the AM news. Global Morning starts shortly.